Host Family Appreciation Night. We have a special treat for you as the host families, the foundation of the Newport Gulls program, are honored out in the field. Let's take it down to the field now. Pick up Newport Gulls General Manager Chuck Pava.
Night of the summer for us as an organization. We've said a long time ago when we started this operation that the host families would be the foundation in which we build our organization, folks. And it truly has become a very special and meaningful program and big part of our organization. I believe truly that the reason why we have so much success in summer college baseball, it starts right here. Our host families open up their homes to our players. They treat them like their own children. They give them the care and the necessary items that they need while they're here with us. And we're so grateful to have them as our host families. It's truly a very special program. From the years of experience, I know that many of our players and our host families still communicate. They go to weddings, they get birth announcements, all those wonderful things that you develop relationships with our players and our host families. What I'd like to do right now is we're going to go through and acknowledge our players and host families as we thank them for their time, their generosity, and we appreciate them for what they do for our program. Okay, first of all, I'd like to introduce, let me see, we got to get our starting pitcher warmed up, so we're going to find Peter. Peter Kellich and his host family, the Bolins. Let me find Peter. Okay, Greg and Becky Bolin. They have 6 children, Katie, Sarah, Megan, Annie, Grady, and Riley. Why don't you come over here, Bolins? This over here. Come in here. Come on, you can't get away from this. All the other families can follow suit. You just come right up here with your player. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support, the Bowens. Next, I'd like to introduce Matt Prey. He's from Boston College. His host family is Peter and Carlene Regan. They have 2 children, Aiden and Jack. They also hosted another one of our catchers, Alex De Leon, who had to go home early. But here we have Matt and his host family, folks. This is their 4th year as a host family. And the Bolins, it was their 2nd year as a host family. That's a great photo. Thank you so much. Thank you, the Regans. Now I'd like to introduce Jeff Malillo from Rutgers University. He was a goal with us last year. He's back again with his host family. They are the Olofsons, Peter and Liz Olofson. They have 4 children, Lauren, Matthew, Benjamin, and Peter. Folks, this is their 9th year as a host family. Very special, folks. They've had some wonderful young men. They've been a great family to us and to our players. I know all their players come back and visit them annually. That's a great Christmas card. Olofson family, thank you so much. Next, I'd like to introduce John Hochstadter. He's from Stanford University. His family is Jim and Pam Thomas. They have 8 children and 5 grandchildren. Come on out here, Thomases. John, don't let them get away. They got to come over here near the bump. Come on over here, Jim. This is their 1st year as a host family, folks. Thank you, the Thomases. Next, we have Daniel Wright. Daniel Wright from Arkansas State. His host family is Lloyd and Sarah Ripa. They have 2 children, Katie and Alex. This is Daniel's second year with the Repa family. He was here last year and this year. This is the third year as a host family for the Repa family. Thank you so much, Repas. Thank you. Next, Robbie Orr. He is from Indiana State. His host mom is Beth Spooner Willis and her son TR. Rob is from Indiana State, and this is their fourth year as a host family. This is the second year they've hosted Rob. Thank you so much. I'd like to introduce George and Ann Oliver, and they have two children, Stalker and Sky. They have two children here, or two host children, Austin Slater from Stanford University and John Norwood from Vanderbilt University. And Ann's going to carry the torch tonight for the family. Her husband's in Liberia. This is their first year as a host family, folks. Thank you so much, Ann, to you and your wonderful family. Next, I'd like to introduce the Hassan family. Scott and Kim Hassan, they have two children, Kyle and Amanda. They are hosting Tanner Shelberad. There's a second-year family, host family, and Tanner's from Washington State University. The Hassan family, thank you so much. Next we have Steve Anderson. He's with Mark Spoulis and his three children, Peter, Catherine, and Sam. It's the second year as a host family. Steve Anderson is from Georgetown University. The family calls him Big Tuna. This is the second year as a host family for the Samoulises. Thank you so much. Next we have John Brzezinski. He's from Seton Hall University. He's with Ray and Gail Berberett. They have three children, Jeff, Andrea, and Jimmy. And this is their second year as a host family. It's the second year they've hosted John. John was with us last season for this season. Very nice. Thank you so much, the Berbericks. Next, I'd like to introduce Dan and Joe Glenning. They have three children, two children, Dan and Jordan, and our other family member, Sarah. Then have Michael Johnson from Dartmouth College. And this is their first year as a host family, folks. That's some love right there, Michael. The Glennings, thank you so much. Now I'd like to bring out Joel McKeithen from Vanderbilt University. He's with Mark and Teresa Powell. They have three children, Mark, Tim, and Vicky. This is their fifth year as a host family, folks. Great picture. Thank you so much, the Powells. Next, I'd like to bring out David Schmidt from Stanford University. He's hosted by Paul Therold and his children, Aiden, Chandler, Justin, Connor, and Megan. This is their year as a host family, folks. Got a lot of brothers there, David. Very nice. Thank you, Paul. Next, I'd like to introduce Jay and Heather Lynch. They have two children, Hannah and Aiden. They're hosting two goals this summer. Brett Winger from the University of Michigan and Ryan Halstead from Indiana University. This is their 6th year as a host family, folks. They've had two host players every summer. They claim these two eat the most. That's a great photo. Thank you so much, the Lynches. I'd like to bring out Mitch Horacek from Dartmouth College. He's hosted by Jason and Amy Dunn and their son, Matt. Mitch is from Dartmouth College, and this is the 3rd year they've been a host family, folks. Every winter they go visit their host players, so I'm sure they don't have to make a long drive up to Hanover. Last year they went down to Virginia Tech. Now I'd like to introduce Charlie White from the University of Maryland. He is hosted by Tim and Carrie Beck. They have two children, Emily and Catherine. This is their 5th year as a host family. The Becks, thank you again so much for your generosity. Now I'd like to bring out Brett Graves from the University of Missouri and Caleb Kellogg from Louisiana Lafayette. They're hosted by Matt and Kathleen Breed. They have children Kevin, Sean, Andrew, Bowen, and Annie. This is their 3rd year as a host family, folks. They got it easy this summer. 2 right-handed pitchers, they don't eat that much. Next, I'd like to introduce Jeff and Carol Bosch. They have 2 boys, Hunter and Colton. Colton's part of our grounds crew. And they host Blake Butera from Boston College. This is their 5th year as a host family, folks. I'm sure they had some fun together this summer. The Bosches, thank you so much. Their 5th year. Now I'd like to bring out Connor Canary from Wake Forest. He's hosted by Frank and Lisa Benson. And they have 5 young ladies, Sarah, Carly, Katie Page, and Caroline. I'm sorry, 4. And this is their 2nd year hosting Connor. And the great story behind this is Connor's a boyhood friend of that family. Next, I'd like to introduce Adam Ravanelli from Vanderbilt University. Now, hosted hosted by Barbara Bradley and Spencer Bradley. Represented tonight by Spencer. He gets the rose. This is their second year as a host family, folks. Spencer, thank you so much, Spence. Now I'm going to bring out Frank Holbrook from Wheaton College and local Middletown resident. Hosted by his father, Frank Holbrook. What a great surprise. How about that? The best thing about this is they were a host family for the Gulls for years when Frank was a little boy. Now he's a Gull himself, and he has his father to thank. This is their 5th year as a host family, the Holbrooks. Now I'd like to bring out Ryan Pinnell from Elon University. And he's hosted by Harry and Sue Ing, represented by their children, Grace and Greg Ing. This is their 4th year as a host family. Now I'd like to bring out KT Kaufman from Arizona State University. He's hosted by the Pava family. Chris, Lauren, Melissa, and Chuck. It's the 11th year we've hosted a Gull. Now I'd like to bring out Coach Mike Coombs and Coach Kevin Long, hosted by Mark Horan. He showed up. Mark, thank you always for your generosity in taking care of our coaches. And we have Coach Al Leyva, hosted by Dave Dittman. Come on out here, Al. Give us a round of applause, a hug. Stand up here with somebody. Mark Horn will be here to take care of you, Coach Leyva. Oh, we hosted him for 2 weeks. Did you bring him a rose? Folks, let's give our host families a big hand. This is the foundation of our organization. What a tremendous sight. What a great photo this is. See all these families. On behalf of the Newport Gulls, right here, our partnership, we thank you all for what you do for families, for players. Thank you so much.
Well, there you have it. Host Family Appreciation Night here at Cardines Field, the foundation of the Newport Gulls organization. Says Newport Gulls General Manager Chuck Pava, introducing every single host family and the players as well. All 26 of them being honored here tonight at Cardines Field on a very special night. It's Newport Hospital Night, Host Family Appreciation Night, as the Newport Gulls get set to take on the New Bedford Bay